Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Farm Sim 25. Welcome back to our new Frontier Survival Challenge. My name is Spartan Elite, and it's April, folks. We've continued to go forward, and the astute among you may be noticing something in the background that begs to be brought attention to. But before we do that, I do want to point out the fact that we have been making some progress on clearing the forest behind the old sawmill here, keeping this sawmill running. It takes a lot of wood, man. A lot of wood. The carpentry doesn't take nearly as much wood as I would have imagined, but hey, it is what it is. It's producing furniture as we need. We also have made quite a mess over here because I started taking all of the lodgepole pines that we were cutting down and cutting them into 9-meter long logs. So at some point, we're going to have to bring the old log truck over here, load up these logs, and get them down the road. Now, something else that I completely forgot about, we don't actually have a workshop over here. And I feel some type of way about that because I feel like we should have a workshop over here for maintaining our equipment. So that's something that we need to be thinking about going forward. Maybe not today, but definitely something we need to think about going forward. But you guys know what happens in April. It's time to plant the field again. That's right. So we need to look into some things. There's a couple of things I'd like to look into. First of all, is some sort of either disc harrow or cultivator that is much wider than the current version that we were using previously. This one did great for the little stuff that we started out doing, but 4-meter working width, not great when you need to make a lot of field, right? It does have the ability to rip up the soil, which is nice, but for maintaining a field every single year, plus the fact that we're going to be getting into bigger fields, we're going to need some bigger equipment. So let's look at the shop here. First of all, there's a header for sale, 40-foot header that is 12 meters working with. I don't know how many horsepowers that would take. Actually, that is a Fendt Dynaflex 9255. All right, if we go into harvesters, how much horsepower would normally be asked of? Okay, if that's a Fendt, like we're looking at this. Is this? Nope, that's not the right Fendt. Okay, where's the next Fendt? Apparently there is no other Fendt. Oh, they're black. Why did they turn black? All right, whatever. So yes, 9.2. All right, there's your 12-meter working width. All right, this thing is capable of having up to 790 horsepower. Okay, I don't think our little 400 horsepower TARDIS is going to be able to pull that then. This thing also weighs 23 tons compared to our little TARDIS that weighs 10 tons. So, yeah. So what I was thinking was we could potentially use that, but we don't need that right now anyway. It was just a thought. It's for sale for 60% off, and I mean, we could try it, but I don't think our little harvester is going to be able to utilize that properly. Because that's double the working width that the one that it comes with. And, yeah. So that's a thing. But anyway, what we need to look at is a couple of things. First of all, some sort of cultivator or subsoiler that is wider than we currently use. So let's look at that first. So if we go into soil cultivation, obviously in the cultivator section, we're going to have several different cultivators that are possible. Most of the mods are small. So that's the unfortunate side of things. Most of the bigger stuff requires way more horsepower than we currently have and is a bit out of our price range at the moment. So you can see we're up against it there. Let's look at disc harrows. Now, one thing that has been a staple on this channel, whether you guys know it or not, has been this little thing. This Dalbo, I keep thinking it's a Diablo. Dalbo Power Chain 800. It's like a little diamond disc harrow. It's only 43 grand, and it has an 8-meter working width. This is like perfect for what we could use for our farm right now. Now, this does not have the ability, because it is a disc harrow, it does not have the ability to create a field. Okay? So let's look at other options. What do we currently have? That's 3 meters, 6 meters, 6 meters. I mean, 6 meters is something that we could absolutely use. But yeah, I don't think we really have a lot of options. So Dalbo is winning at the moment. We could use any of these potentially, but that's 8 meters for $43,000. That is ideal, I think, is something that we could call it. Okay, power harrows, I never even get into. Subsoilers is the next thing. So we could get some modded subsoilers that are going to allow us to cut the soil much quicker. Like this case here. This can be up to 5.1 meters. I swear we have some bigger mods. Am I crazy? Is it under plows maybe? Maybe it's under plows. Alright, here we go, yeah. So, we need 260 to 340 horsepower, and this thing can go all the way out to a 12-meter working width. So this is going to be perfect, ideal even, for when we start needing to rip up much larger land, right? So, we would need 340 horsepower to pull this thing. So that brings us to our next problem, okay? And that is, we're going to need a bigger tractor, right? Like, it is what it is. We have gotten all the work that you could ever ask out of our two little tractors, but we're going to need something bigger going forward. And we had brought up the fact of doing some sort of smaller... Let's see, does this have the ability to go higher? Nope, this is 6 meters. This is actually a 6-meter plow, or yeah, a plow that could be used for our current setup. I don't think this really matters. But yeah, this is another one. 330 horsepower here for up to a 22 meters. Now that's what we're talking about. And it's a plow, so it should, in theory, be able to... yeah, I mean, these are expensive, but yeah, I think these or this would be the ideal when it comes to expanding and getting new fields in the future. But I think for now, I think we just grab our disc harrow, the Dalbo. I think we go for this Dalbo. We don't need the seeder on it, but this will do a great job for us in terms of cultivating the field. Now, we will have to run a weeder, but we have a weeder already, so that's not a problem. So let's go ahead and buy this Dalbo. Again, 8-meter working width should be all that we need for now to keep the field running. Where's Lil Green? Did I leave Lil Green over there hooked up to the trailer for the thing? No. What did I do with Lil Green? Alright, time to look at the map. I have lost equipment! I don't remember what I did with it. Is it back at the store, maybe? Okay, that's a hard... Oh, there it is. I see you, Lil Green. Enter the vehicle. Oh, I remember now. Yes, that's right. I used this to try to get my forwarder moving in the snow. Boy, that wasn't not exciting. Exciting is the wrong... Wait, where am I going? Turn around! We gotta go back and pick up our new piece of equipment. Let's go to the store, pick up our brand new disc harrow, and start cultivating the field. An 8-meter working width should do pretty well at getting this field in no time flat. Like, we do have a relatively small field. But, yeah, we got our work cut out for us. But, yeah. So, one of the other things, the thing that I started to say at the beginning of the thing, wow, that was a sentence and a half, and it didn't make any sense. If you could if you can actually read what I just said, put it down in the comments, because I have no idea myself. But anyway, one of the things that I was trying to say at the beginning of the stream, it's a video, Spartan. I'm sorry. It is currently 3:40 in the morning, so I apologize if I'm not all there. I mean, I'm at best of times, I'm not all there. This is just rough. But anyway, one of the things I was trying to say at the beginning of the episode was that our lodgepole pines from our first area that we planted, the new tree farms, is ready to be harvested. So anytime we need to, we got all the money we could ever ask for. Just comes down to cutting it down and going for it. So I'm thinking that that's something that we're going to be looking into going into the next episode potentially, when we need to pick up a brand new tractor. But we don't need it today, but it is there for us. And that is the beauty of this series. We put all that effort into being able to do the logging and stuff efficiently, and we have everything that we could ever ask for when it comes to money. We just have to work for it, right? And the same thing for this farming. Like, the farming is going to be great for us, but we have to get through this initial part where we don't have much in terms of acreage to farm on. We got to clear the land in order to put big fields out. All of that good stuff, right? But now that we have our lodgepole pines growed up over there in the distance, we're going to be able to buy land to farm on. We're going to be able to buy new equipment for the farming. And from here, it just gets crazy, right? Like, it's just going to be nuts. But without further ado, we're here. Brand new piece of equipment. Our little disc harrow. Like, this is what I mean about like a diamond. I've never seen a disc harrow like this in real life, but this thing is pretty sick. Well, we're going to jump in here. We're going to set up our GPS and get this party started.
These logs down hidden springs, sweat on my brow, working hard every day, but the soil's calling, whispering to me, lay down that chainsaw, set the fields free. From timber to tiller, I'm changing my stride, plowing these acres, let the old ways slide. The land is open, ready for seed. Fulfill my needs. The pines stood tall, now they're making room for golden wheat fields ready to bloom. Trading my hard hat for a farmer's hat, leaving the forest, and I ain't looking back. If so, have I underneath this vast open sky.
All right, so there we have our field cultivated. Now, if you guys remember last year, we didn't end up liming, so we need to get our spreader out and get that thing filled with lime, get this field limed this year. I want to maximize our profit off of this field this year, and we have the money to do it, so it makes sense to go ahead and knock that out. So we're going to head over here, back to the shop, drop this cultivator off, and pick up our spreader and fill it with lime. I may have to make a couple of trips back to the shop to fill up with lime, but hopefully it won't be too bad. You tend to go through a lot of lime. Thankfully, it's not that expensive. We just didn't have the money for it last year. And you only have to do it every couple of years. Alright, let's go ahead and put this sucker down in here. Starting to feel like I ain't got no room. Alright, so the next thing that I actually want to do is go ahead and pick up our planter. Get this out to the field. Might as well fill this up with some seed on our way before we head to the field. Can't hurt. Alright, we'll fill up with fertilizer, fill up with seed. Perfect. Get this sucker over to the field. Now you may be wondering why I didn't grab the spreader, and that is simple. I want to use Lil Red for that. I think Lil Red can handle that spreader no problem. I could be wrong, and I'm about to find out the hard way. But I'm hoping that Lil Red can handle that no problem. But we'll get this planter over here, or cedar. Get in position. Alright, we'll go ahead and drop her here. Go around to the side. Boy, I'm glad we kept this weight around. This weight has come in handy for this particular piece of equipment. Go ahead and fold her up. Shut her down for the time being. Let's go ahead and save, and then we'll jump on Lil Red. Pick up the spreader. Should be this one right here. Lil Red's about to get some work in. Been a while since we've driven Lil Red. But this just goes to show, like, we can keep these tractors around because they can always do some of the other stuff, you know, some of the smaller stuff. I'm just hoping that Lil Red can handle it. I mean, this freaking spreader's starting to look a little big for Lil Red. But we're about to find out how much weight this lime is about to be. Alright, we are getting lime. I mean, I'm no expert, but I feel like it might be a little too heavy. It's honestly, it's not that far off though. Hold the phone. We have a counterbalance, believe it or not. If we grab this, and I don't know which is going to be heavier, the logging fork or the bucket. If we go to Okay, so front loader tools. The bucket weighs 320 kilograms. The log fork weighs 450. So it would behoove us to grab the log fork. We haven't seen Lil Red looking like this in a long time. But surely that's enough weight to counterbalance the idea of this little spreader, right? We're a little light, but I think this will work. And then as soon as we start using this thing, it should be fine. It'll get real light real quick. I've got one other idea. Hold that thought. Let's drop this. Oh, Larry! I've got a job for you, Larry. Come here. We're going to find Larry the Log. I don't remember how much Larry the Log weighs, but we know we left him over here. Hi, Larry. How you doing, buddy? I could use your assistance. You weigh exactly 190 kilograms, Larry. That seems about perfect for the job that I have in mind. We'll bring our good old, everybody's favorite supervisor, Larry the Log, with us. You guys thought that Larry the Log was retired? Oh, no. No, he's still going to get some work in. Boy, this log has come in handy more often than you realize. Glad we kept him around. Still a little bit light, but I think this will work. Oh, Larry working overtime up there to ensure that we can make it. This poor tractor. Lil Red's like, not again! Why do you have to work me so hard? I was so comfortable sitting in my shed. Don't worry, Lil Red, we got you. We got you, don't you worry. I can't believe this is actually going to work. It's all about finding ways to make things work, okay? This is the essence of farming. You don't always have the perfect piece of equipment available. It's definitely not driving past one right now, but you don't always have that. Sometimes you got to make do with what you got, and that's what we're doing. All right, let's set up our situation. God, I wish everything we had this kind of working with. Wouldn't that be nice? But you can see we go through a lot of lime real quick. All right, gotta go back and get more lime. We're out of lime already. Oh man, lime takes so much lime. All right though. We'll be back in no time. We'll pick up some more lime. We'll get back to work. I'm glad Larry could join us for our new escapade here. Or escapade. I think it's escapade, not escapade. The Adventures of Larry and Lil Red. Dude, tell me that doesn't sound like a song. Or a book. We could make a whole cinematic universe out of The Adventures of Lil Red and Larry. But think about the amount of work that this tractor has put in. Like, it has been sitting around in our shed for a while. We got it washed finally. And now, of course, as soon as we wash it, we put it back to work. Go figure. But we got it washed. We had a good time sitting in our shed, relaxing. But we always going to find something for it to do. Can't just let it sit there and retire and rust. Where's the fun in that? This is so perfect. I love this. I love this so much. I cannot express to you guys how much joy it brings my soul that I was able to utilize Larry the Log with Lil Red and make this happen. I am smiling ear to ear. I don't know if y'all can hear it in my voice or not, but I'm actually smiling so big right now because of this little tractor coming back out of nowhere. You guys didn't think we'd ever use Lil Red again, did you? Oh no, we got big plans for Lil Red. Lil Red just out here doing what we gotta do. I think we'll go to the top end of the field, do that side over there as well. And then we'll figure out the middle part. Because I have a feeling we're gonna run out of lime on this next pass. Alright, we're almost there. Swinger wide. Just spitting a line. That's what I figured. It's a little bit longer side of the field, so I figured we would run out right as we get to the bottom. But that's fine. We'll head back, get the next batch of lime. really need to get that trailer. But that would definitely be too much for this thing. There's, actually, come to think of it, I know there's a trailer that I have as a mod. It's this little sucker right here. 32 grand though. I can't afford that right now. I mean, I could definitely afford that for later, because I've got the stuff sitting around that I could absolutely buy that. But for now, we'll just deal with it. But that trailer, what it does is it allows me to put that fertilizer spreader that you see right here on the back of that, so specifically for the lime. Fertilizer, I feel like, isn't going to be too bad. You don't tend to use as much fertilizer as you do lime. But yeah, specifically for the lime, I would be able to put the trailer on the back. Now, I think that trailer actually has wheels, which may make it even more feasible for this little tractor. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to look into it. Been a minute since I used it. But we're back for round number 3. The amount of strain that this would be putting on this frame, having weight at the front and the back, I mean, this frame would be turning into a freaking banana right now. Be under so much tension. But I'm hoping I can do the top section of the field and then go hit that spot to finish off the bottom section of the field, and then all we got is the middle section. I'm hoping. See if I did this correctly. You guys are going to get to this point of the video and be like, we got a time lapse of cultivating the field. And then we get to sit here and watch as you run back and forth filling up lime? What's wrong with you, Spartan? But it's the adventures of Lil Red and Larry the Log. I can't skip that. Where's the fun in that? Oh no, we committed the cardinal sin of missing a spot. You guys will never forgive me. I'm also wasting a lot of lime doing this. Okay, we got that. Let's head to the bottom, try to finish that little corner up. And then we got the center to finish. All right. Might as well use the last of our lime here to knock out a little chunk at the bottom. And then we'll head back, get our last thing of lime. We should be able to knock out the rest of this with one more trip. Nobody look. You didn't see anything. You saw nothing. Now you guys are starting to think or remember why I said I think I might just put that silo over here by the field. It's the little things in life, folks. You gotta take time to appreciate the little things. Like how we probably couldn't have done this job without Larry the Log's help. So all of y'all who doubted me, doubted Larry, shame on you. All right, let's head back over to the field one last time, and we should be done with the line. This is where it all started, folks. Well, I say all started. No, this actually came after starting. Where it all started was with me and Betsy out here with a freaking truck and a chainsaw. I might just use Larry the Log and Lil Red as our thumbnail. That'll throw people for a loop. Be like, wait, what? What is going on here? And there you have it, folks. We're done. I don't know why there's that one little spot there, but... Okay, I'll do it. You convinced me. There you go. It's done. Well done. Well done, Lil Red. You did good. Larry, appreciate your support. As always, coming in clutch. Now we may end up having to get the empty the spreader in order to use fertilizer next month, but we can always unload it and load it up with some fertilizer. I know we've got fertilizer loaded in our planter, or our seeder. And there's our weeder too. Hey, that's another job this thing could probably do. I imagine it can use the weeder. Alright, let's shut him down right now. Yeah, I imagine he can pull this little weeder. I could be wrong, but we'll find out. That'll be another job for him. Alright, let's save. Let's jump in Lil Green. I like how we do. We named our tractors like the most obvious things ever. Lil Red, Lil Green. Like. Then we got Betsy for the truck. We got Papa Smurf for our forwarder. We got our minions. I didn't never actually name them, but we're going to call them the minions. And let the planting begin, folks.
Had a baler, had a rapper, had a mower too, but the money weren't coming. Had to bid 'em all I do. Sold my trailer, waved goodbye, watched 'em roll away. Took that cash to the dealer, prayed it turned my way. I'm all in on the land, ain't got nothing left to lose. Got a planner, got a dream, but I'm walking in worn out shoes. If this field don't save me, Lord, I don't know what I'll do. Bought a spreader for my fertilizer, a weeder for the row. Ain't no going back now, ain't nowhere else to go. Dropped the last of my dollars on some seed and lime. Got one shot, one harvest, one last chance this time. I'm all in on the land, ain't got nothing left to lose. Got a planner, got a dream, but I'm walking in worn out shoes. If this field don't save me, Lord, I don't know what I'll do. Sun beats down, working down to dust. Hands in the dirt, gotta earn back my trust. Every row I plant, every hope I sow, ain't no telling what the future holds. So I roll that spreader, roll that seed. Let the rain come down, let the good Lord lead. Got nothing left but this dirt and me, just praying that my crops set me free.
All right, so our field is officially planted. Lil Green once again has outperformed itself. I'm going to need to fill this thing up with fuel at some point in the near future. Also going to need to get that repair building, the workshop that we were talking about. So, yeah, we got our work cut out for us in the next episode for sure. But I think this episode is about as good as it's going to get, right? Like, we've done everything we set out to do today. Got the planting in. April is come and gone. I think it's time to move forward and call it a night. Field looking nice over there. You can see our trees over there. The big farm, or the first farm is completely grown and ready for harvest. The second farm is growing as we speak. So we have plenty of money. We just gotta cut it down. But I want to know from you guys, what do you guys want me to do next? Obviously, we're working on the farming side of things. So I would like to get some new property. I would like to get a workshop built. I would like to get a new tractor. I'd like to get the new plow so that we can make bigger pieces of land quicker. So we have a lot of work cut out for us. But with all of that being said, I think this is where we're going to go ahead and call the episode as we put everything away. I really am starting to regret the size of this building. Close enough. Put a little green right here next to him. This building is a little bit tight all of a sudden. But, yeah, I appreciate everybody hanging out with me. I want to know what you guys think about where the series is currently, what you guys want to see going forward. Obviously, the sawmill is running in the background. We've got some furniture over there. We've got some stuff back in the back, beams and such to take in. We've got a whole forest over there ready to be cut down. We are continuing to cut down the forest over here. And like I said, we've got all of these lovely lodgepole pines already laying down. I mean, you can see there are several trees over here that have been stacked up for us, so we can load them up for a load. But look how much of this forest we've already cleared, guys. Like, this forest started all the way up here, by the way, don't forget. And we've already cut this far back. So we are absolutely cutting into the forest. And, yeah, it's crazy how much progress we've made, man. But, with all of that being said, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Can't wait to hear from you, and if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.